Assalamu alaikum, Shahana.
سلام ترك.
Is it correct to say that the uh, father is the middle gate to Jannah, meaning there's an extra gate besides the normal eight? Barakallahu feek.
Jazakallahu khairan. He just now said something that reminded us to talk about that the parents are the middle gate of Jannah, which is the best of gates. Person came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that is Abdullah ibn Umar. He said to him, "My father commands me to divorce my wife." Now, you know Abdullah ibn Umar, great companion. I don't think he would be married to a dancer, a bad woman. Somehow, Umar al-Khattab, his father, didn't like her. They said, the scholars, maybe she was so close to him that he's not focusing upon ibadah more than he's supposed to. Can I just ask my friend, come forward, akhi. You're going to be, not you yourself, you're going to be, shaitan is going to take you as a target. Get closer to the brothers and be strong with them, inshallah. So, Prophet ﷺ, he said to him, he come to the Prophet of Allah in order that the Prophet of Allah will help him against his father. Because Abdullah ibn Umar, he can't say to his father, I'm not going to listen to you. But he could ask the Prophet of Allah to say to Umar, keep away from Abdullah. Let him with his wife. He came with his father to the Prophet of Allah. So the Prophet said to him, Ati' abak. Ati' abak. Fulfill the command of your father. So if your father is not like Umar, but your father is abiding with the deen, nobody's going to be like Umar. And he told you to divorce your wife, you have to divorce your wife. If your father is a person who is righteous, that's his ibadah and his deen, khalas. And if it's a prophet, then it's a command for that person to divorce. So Ibrahim alayhi salam came to visit his son Ismail, and he was married. So he came and she didn't know that he's her father-in-law. He asked about Ismail, where is he? She said, well, he went such and such place, and okay, how is your, alhamdulillah, your situation? She kept moaning and complaining. He said, okay, when Ismail comes, tell him that I came. It's not her father. She didn't tell her he's her father, his father, and tell him to change his doorstep. Atabatul bayt. She didn't understand this. It's a clue. They didn't understand, like a shifra. So the wife of Ismail salam, she comes, and she said to him, there's an old man came, and he asked about you. And said, you're not there. And then he asked about our situation. I told him. Then he said to me to tell you to change the doormat of his house. He said, well, the one who paid you a visit is my father. And he's telling me to divorce you. Bye-bye. Divorce. So he married another again. And remember, Ibrahim started to travel a long way to come from Egypt, Bilad Sham to Bayt al-Maqdis. He came another time. And he's married now to the second wife. I asked her. She didn't know. Where's Ismail? He's not there. How is your situation? She kept saying, Alhamdulillah. I think, Alhamdulillah. And okay, when Ismail comes, tell him that I say to him salam and tell him to affirm his doormat. So when Ismail salam came, and she told him that the old man came to pay a visit, asked me about you, that you're not here. And then he said to me, to tell you this message, to affirm your doormat. He said, well, this is my father, and he's telling me to keep you as a wife. A person came to Abu Darda radiallahu anhu. He said, Abu Darda, my mother is asking me to divorce my wife. What should I do? Or it could be as well another narration. My father commanded me to divorce my wife. What should I do? Abu Darda is a Sahabi companion. He said, I'm not going to tell you to hold on to your wife, or I'm not going to tell you as well to divorce your wife. But I'm going to tell you what the Prophet ﷺ had said. There was a man came to him, the same thing. Asked him the same question you're asking me. So he said to him, which I'm going to say to you, that the parents are the middle gate of paradise. If you wish to hold on to it, go ahead. And if you should wish to lose it, go ahead. Do you understand me? What does that mean? Shaykh Al-Albani says that means, well, you stick to the gate, don't lose it. So it's up to you. That's the middle gate. So if you wish to hold on to it, that means you obey your father and your mother. And you don't want to, lose that gate, Don't disobey your father anymore. I'm not going to tell you to do, but you are the one to judge. لست بالذي آمرك بأن تبقى أو أن تدع. I'm not going to be the person who's going to be with her or to leave her. I'll tell you what the Prophet ﷺ told me. So he divorced her. So that's to show you that the middle gate, the best gate of entering paradise, is to be dutiful to your parents. So we have to paradise 8 gates, to hellfire 7 gates. 8 gates, the scholars have said so many gates, some of them even more than the 8, but they look like these gates within gates. Gates within gates. There's a gate called al-Bab al-Ayman, shortcut. No question, no punishment, not even questioning, shortcut. There's a gate called al-Salah, Bab al-Salah. There's a gate called Bab al-Siyam, Bab al-Rayyan, which we know called gate Bab al-Hajj. There's a gate also called Bab al-Sadaqah. And there is gate Bab al-Walidain. There's other gates which could be within gates, Bab al-Mutawakkilin, Bab al-Sabirin. Okay, so these are gates within gates. Allahu a'lam. طيب, I'll answer the question. تفضل يا أحمد.